Hi, today we're going to be talking about tattoos, the history and the whereabouts of how tattoos started, and the process of making the tattoo ink and how they make all the different colors that they do.
Okay, well for starters, I'm going to talk about the history and the oldest people found with tattoos. The oldest man ever found was a 5,000-year-old Iceman named Otzi, which is found in the Alps on the border of Austria and Italy in the year 1991. For the longest time, Egyptians were thought to have the oldest people mummified with tattoos due to scenes painted on the tombs in 12,000 BC of women bearing tattoos and figurines in 1,300 BC, which were buried with the mummies. And they also found female mummies with tattoos of fertility usually around the legs and the stomach area. Occasionally women were found with tattoos on their bodies. Most of them symbolize like their pregnancy. So once the tattoos would grow on the belly, it looked like a net to protect the child. Pre-Christian Germanic, Celtic, and other Central and Northern European tribes were heavily tattooed when their bodies were unearthed. The origin of the word tattoo comes from two major derivations, which is tau from the Polynesian word to strike something, and the second is the Tahitian word tatau, which means to mark something. Ancient tattoos have different meanings, some which identify who you are in a clan or what clan you're from. Also, warriors have tattoos, which they mostly cover their body with to show their masculinity and their power, and also their strength. And then also tattoos are used throughout history to mark people, such as in the Holocaust, Hitler would brand a body of a Jew, so they would identify him if a naked one showed up, like a dead naked one. And then Romans and Greeks would brand their slaves for ownership, so you would know who owned the slave or not. In Chinese history, but criminals of warfare and stuff would tattoo their bodies heavily, and soon it became a mob or gang symbol to tattoo your whole body, but you would never know they had tattoos due to how they strategically left out their ankles, collarbones, and wrists. And in modern times of the Victorian era, most people would have tattoos, but you would never know they had them due to the status that they held and how it would represent them if they found out. And today, in today's culture, people get tattoos because they either want to symbolize something or just to have beautiful art on their bodies.
Alright, so I'm going to talk about how tattooing actually is made. It consists of pigments combined with a carrier. But they're available in all range of colors that can be either thinned or mixed together to produce other colors and shades. Professional inks may be formed from iron oxide, metal salts, and plastics, and homemade or traditional inks may be made from pin ink, soot, dirt, and blood, and many different other types of substances. But what is interesting is how the color is produced is from heavy metals, such as mercury makes red, lead can make yellow, green, or white, cadmium can make red, orange, or yellow, nickel makes black, zinc makes yellow or white, cobalt makes blue, chromium makes green, aluminum can make green or violet, titanium can make white, copper is blue or green, iron is brown, red, or black, and barium is white. Carbon can also be used to make black, and a couple other elements that are used for colors are arsenic, beryllium, calcium, lithium, selenium, and sulfur. But each metal makes its own specific color. Manufacturers typically blend the heavy metal pigments or use a lightning agent such as like titanium or lead to reduce production costs. But the carrier in the mixture acts as a solvent for the pigment, and it's to carry the pigment from the point of the needle trauma to the surrounding dermis, which is the lower layer of the skin. It keeps the ink evenly mixed and free of pathogens and aids applications. Typical solvents used as carriers are ethanol alcohol or water, but other solvents used are denatured alcohols, ethanol, rubbing alcohol, um, propylene glycol, and glycerin. But when alcohol is used as part of the carriers base in tattoo ink or to disinfect the skin before application of the tattoo, it increases the skin's permeability to helping to transport more chemicals into the bloodstream.
And so basically that's the history and the chemistry of how tattoos